off work at the Blackbriar Meadery. I'll be back there in the morning.
Can't you bother me at my armor stand in the market? Or are you that desperate for training?
Anything you can find would be of great help. Good luck.
Welcome. She's an absolute pleasure to work for. In fact, I almost feel guilty accepting pay. Why, just this last week, I was commenting to my fellow meadery workers just how lucky we are to be working for such a charitable family. Okay, look, if I'm caught saying anything bad about the meadery or the family, I'm a dead man. I'm the 4th person to work the tasting counter in the last year. The last 3 are at the bottom of Lake Honrink. Just take my advice, and just get out of Riften as soon as you can. Lady Maven's been developing the secret recipe for Blackbriar mead over the last several decades. She uses a very secret blend of spices, fresh honey from Golden Glow Estate, and specially constructed aging casks to ensure the best flavor. Even when you get to the last sip in your flagon, it'll taste just as good as the first. Damn it, sorry. I'm not very good at this. Look, just don't say anything to Maven, will you? I've spent weeks trying to get that right, and if she sees how stupid I am, she'll get rid of me. Yeah, fired. Sure, that's what I meant. Come back and see us again.
Hey, don't look at me that way. Who are you to judge me? So what if I have a problem? I know how to deal with it.
You look like you could use it. What do you say to some cheap mead? I'm selling the best. Sure. How do you think I get my hands on the good stuff and offer it so cheap? You think old Maven is just giving it away to anyone? Good thing she makes so much money. Makes it easier for merchandise like this to fall through the cracks. No, friend. You've got it all wrong. I'm not selling cheap mead. I'm selling good mead for cheap. Blackbriar mead. I'll sell cases of it for half of what the inns and taverns pay through the meadery. All I need is someone to deliver it for me. If anyone saw me leave Riften, they get suspicious. I need someone to take this small keg of Blackbriar mead to Wilhelm at the Villamur Inn in Iverstead. Drop it off, and he'll trade you something for the delivery. Keep it as payment for the legwork. Oh, and if you bump into Indaren from the meadery, keep your mouth shut. He'd rat us out in a second. Good. Now get going. Nothing but the best. Blackbriar mead, fresh from the vat. Best of all, you don't have to pay the ridiculous prices Maven charges. So what do you say to that? Here you go. Oh, and keep it quiet. This stuff isn't exactly easy to get a hold of at these prices, if you catch me drift. I believe you have a delivery to make.
Ah, there you are. The natives were getting restless waiting for the porter to deliver the mead. And if there's one person you don't want to see restless, it's Maven Blackbriar. Is that the case? Perfect. I'll go ahead and take that. Splendidly. Although we're still waiting on the main course, so to speak. That's where you were supposed to come in. Maven would have been rather embarrassed if those two troubadours didn't burst into song and stall for time. I don't know about that. You might be better off not showing up at all. Maybe if we get her drunk enough, she'll forget. Although I don't see Maven Blackbriar as the type to forget anything. Why don't you come by anyway, and let me do the talking? No, I don't know much about it. Other than the song, of course. That always puts the tavern folk in good spirits. I'm just surprised Maven was willing to put anything other than the name Blackbriar on one of her products. Asgeir must have insisted. Profits wouldn't be too shabby either. People would be obliged to drink it, just so they can sing along.
Oh, she's plenty incensed already. Hopefully those troubadours really do know the boy together. That would put even Maven Blackbriar to sleep.
I believe you have a delivery to make.
An old ancestor of mine once owned the old Mogos Mead Brewery here in the Rift. It was by far the most popular mead of the day. Far more influential than Blackbriar mead. But you didn't hear that from me. Asgeir invited me as sort of a tribute to the original Mogo. Although I don't think Mogo was ever an actual person.
But to be frank, to me that's all ancient history. But I'm not foolish enough to turn down a request from the Blackbriars.
look at me that way. So what if I have a problem? I know how to deal with it.
Genuine farmer. What elixir for sale?
Tell about it.
Live for thousands of years. See into other people's thoughts.
The fairest prices and the highest quality in Skyrim. Buying and selling fine jewelry here.
Looking to stay alive? Why take a chance?
All right, we're here. Oh, why don't you introduce yourself to the other help while I talk to Maven? Oh, right, the servers were dismissed. You can talk to the troubadours. The orc doesn't say much, but the other looks amiable enough. Just talk to her, and make yourself look busy.
Be brief, Imperial. There's only
Why,
so long I can
hello,
stand being
stranger who
downwind of
I've
your
never met
stench.
before. I hope you're enjoying the party.
So, I guess I'll speak first. As the descendant of one of the original brewers of Mogo's Mead, I am pleased to be here at the table today. Everyone knows the bard's song, Mogo's Mead, but few have tasted the richness of the drink that inspired it. Now, thanks to the generosity of one Maven Blackbriar, they can. Of course, some say what makes Mogo's Mead so special isn't the honey, but a secret ingredient imported from outside of Skyrim. What is that secret ingredient?
Well, I only know what I've heard in the old tales.
I don't even want to know.
Oh, come on now, Maven. If you despise the mead so much, why even sell it?
To collect a larger share of the market, with minimal cost.
Ha ha! I guess that's as good a reason as any. Profits then, and the continued success of the Blackbriar Empire! Troubadours, how about a song?
Drink up, my boy. Drink to those who have fallen. May their souls find their way to Sovngarde!
Just when you think things couldn't get any worse.
I knew myself a maiden fair with emerald eyes and fiery hair. She owned a tavern by the sea and served warm drinks of mellow honey. Drink ye merry, drink ye thirsty, bring thy crew and revel freely. For one thing we're all agreed that Mogo made the finest mead. Mogo's mead, the only drink we'd ever need. Take a flask and take a seat.
Crazy, but I think...
And drink thy
I
sweet
think this might be skooma.
Huh, somehow I doubt that. It's a bit melodramatic, even for you.
Ears up. Perhaps it's best we make a strategic exit.
What?
Run!
What in the world? By the gods, those troubadours, they were skooma addicts. They must have broke into the meadery and switched the cases. Yes. Can you imagine if I convinced her to taste it on ceremony? It would mean all of our heads on a pike. I've got to clean up the bottles before the others take another sip. Wolf. I'm going to need to take that drink off your hands.
I presume you're bothering. What in the name? Of course. Anyone makes trouble for me, and you do well to remember that the next time you make such a stupid observation.
I think you've had enough. Moreover, I don't think those bottles are entirely safe to drink.
Yeah, what do you want? If this is about the meadery, we can talk later.
Lizard? Who in Oblivion are you talking to?
Father, do me the honor I deserve as your imperial pig, or I'll have your head on the Gerald Mountains.
All right, now you're not making any sense. And please, for the love of Mara, put down the knife.
Ah, stab it right in the face.
Gems, potions...
New in
exotic
town, eh?
ingredients.
Here for the fishing, I guess. I have no idea what you're talking about. I'd never sleep with anyone besides my wife. Hand what over? I have no idea what you're talking about.
Learn a library's worth of knowledge in moments, or grow back that missing limb with my
Look, it was one night, okay? I think she slipped something in my drink. I haven't even been back to the bunkhouse since. Just take this damn thing. I never want to see it again. Remember to give at the temple.
Can I interest you? Just what you see here. Anything you can find would be of great help. Good luck.
You gonna buy something? Or just here for training? Otherwise, move on. Come back when you're ready to spend more.
My husband Bercy will be the death of me. He
Greetings.
spends too much time
Not
worrying
well,
about
I'm
nothing,
afraid.
not enough about himself.
A few months ago, Not that there's anything that can be done about it. He's in good with the Thieves
Greetings,
Guild.
traveler. I don't think we've met. My name's Kayleen. That's right, the Kayleen. Professional bard, playwright, and stage actress. Okay, I'm really just a beggar, but you didn't hear that from me.
Only a mere 20 gold coins, and all this could be yours.
The fairest prices and the highest...
Well, the Nords value hard work. Some people like it when a beggar shows a little gumption. If I say I'm an artist, the locals do their best to keep my name on the wind. My luck may be down, but my spirits are high. But they'll feel even higher with a coin or two. Thank you, traveler. What would you like me to perform? Many thanks. I'll do my best. No, why try to reinvent the wheel? Why not make it faster and rounder? We try and improve on the old favorites. For instance, last week me and some of the other beggars did a stirring rendition of Fiori and Holger. Only in this play, Fiori was a vampire and Holger was the sun. Earned us 2 septims apiece. We ate real good that night.
Make love like a saber.
Farewell.
Crush your enemies to dust like a giant. Only a mere 20...
What brings you to Balamon today? Repair? Purchase? Blades, helmets, pretty much anything to suit your needs. Remember, nothing but genuine fire salts will do. The Forge knows the difference.
I could have left it behind. I could have put it back where it came from. You must take the lexicon. Free me of my burden. The memories, I cannot stand them. You must take them away, return them to Avanshunzel. You must take the lexicon from me. Please, take it now. You must bring it to Avanshunzel. In the west, return it to them. It must go back. It's yours now. I won't take it back. I won't.
The waiting. The insufferable waiting. Here, I want you to have this. Don't ask, just take it.
It's done. I won't go back to Avanshunzel.
The waiting. You know Bellathor's shop in Whiterun? That'd be a good place to start. He carries all sorts of things like that. All right, then.
Avanshunzel. Take it to Avanshunzel. You must take it back.
The waiting. The insufferable.
It is our most favored company. I'm feeling much better now, thanks to you. If it wasn't for Skooma, I'd already be on my way out of this horrible city. All my gold, completely gone. Although I suppose a little mead now and then would be harmless. Bolli is a good man. He pays us well and watches out for us. I used to work at the Blackbriar Meadery, but Indarin and I never saw eye to. It's probably for the best anyway. I'm far better at fishing than working in a meadery.
You have questions? Of course. That doesn't change anything. My thanks to you.
Well met. Trees. They're beautiful here. Reminds me of Bruma. The fall forest makes me miss my childhood. Playing among towering trees in Valenwood, living with my brethren.
It's yours now. I won't take it back. I won't.
Need a ride? Where do you want to go? Climb and back, and we'll be off. Oh, steady.
See a dog out there. Oh well. The blacksmith is offering a reward for a dog he saw on the road. I was hoping you'd seen it. I guess I'll stay on the lookout. Keep your nose clean while you're here, outsider.
I can't believe we let provincials like you wander Skyrim.
You hear that? I swear there's something out there. A dog.
Hello there. The life of advent. Why, to perform for my common man, of course. Why should only the courts and in... Ah, afraid not. But if you're serious about sharpening that tongue, you might try the Bard's College in Solitude.
Hold fast! I've tracked this damned bear for 2 weeks. I'll not let it have any more victims. Ithron needing someone else's help. Never thought I'd hear that. I'm afraid he's a few years too late. I've moved on. I have more important business to attend to. Besides, he can handle anything alone. He assured me so himself. What could he possibly need my help with? Vampires? Well, that might change things. Tell me more about what's going on. By the 8th. Alright, look. I'll consider it. But I can't just leave this bear to prey on more innocent people. Once it's dealt with, then perhaps I'll see what Ithran expects of me. Don't know how well I'd have managed by myself. You have my thanks. You've helped me, so I suppose the least I can do is find out what Ithran wants. He's still at that fort near Stendar's beacon, I assume. Of course he did. He's been working on that place for years now. Never lets anyone in. His own little fortress. Well, I guess I'll get to see what he's been up to all this time. I'll meet you there. right, Isran. You've got us all here. Now what do you want?
Hold it right there.
What are you doing?
Making sure you're not vampires. Can't be too careful. So, welcome to Fort Dawnguard. I'm sure you've heard a bit of what we're up against. Powerful vampires, unlike anything we've seen before. And they have an Elder Scroll. If anyone is going to stand in their way, it's going to be us.
This is all well and good, but do we actually know anything about what they're doing? What do we do now?
We'll get to that. For now, get acquainted with the space. Soreen, you'll find room to start your tinkering on that crossbow design you've been working on. Gunmar, there's an area large enough for you to pen up some trolls. Get them armored up and ready for use. In the meantime, we're going to get to the bottom of why a vampire showed up here looking for you. Let's go have a little chat with it, shall we? This vampire showed up while you were away. I'm guessing it's the one you found in Dim Hollow Crypt. Says it's got something really important to say to you. So let's hear it.
You probably weren't expecting to see me again. I'd rather not be here either, but I needed to talk to you. It's important, so please, just listen before your friend here loses his patience. Well, it's about me and the Elder Scroll that was buried with me. The reason I had it, and why I was down there. It all comes back to my father. I'm guessing you figured out this part already, but my father's not exactly a good person, even by vampire standards. He wasn't always like that, though. There was a turn. He stumbled onto this obscure prophecy and just kind of lost himself in it. It's pointless and vague, like all prophecies. The part he latched onto said that vampires would no longer need to fear the sun. That's what he's after. He wants to control the sun, have vampires control the world. Anyway, my mother and I didn't feel like inviting a war with all of Tamriel, so we tried to stop him. That's why I was sealed away with the scroll. I did, but something about you makes me think I can trust you. I hope I'm not wrong. Well, let's move then. I'm nothing if not persuasive.
All right, you've heard what it has to say. Now tell me. Is there any reason I shouldn't kill this blood-sucking fiend right now? Why? Because of that story about the prophecy, about some vampire trying to put the sun out? Do you actually believe any of that? Who knows? Maybe it has a death wish. Maybe it's just insane. I don't really care. It can stay for now. But if it so much as lays a finger on anyone here, I'll hold you responsible. Got it? You hear me? Don't feel like a guest, because you're not. You're a resource. You're an asset. In the meantime, don't make me regret my sudden outburst of tolerance and generosity. Because if you do, your friend here is going to pay for it.
Thank you for your kindness. I'll remember it the next time I'm feeling hungry. So, in case you didn't notice the giant thing on my back,
I have the Elder Scroll with me. Whatever it says, it will have something that can help us stop my father. But of course, neither of us can read it. Well, the Moth Priests are the only ones I've heard of who can do it. They spend years preparing before they start reading, though. Not that it helps us anyway, because they're all half a continent away in Cyrodiil.
Some Imperial scholar arrived in Skyrim a few days ago. I was staking out the road when I saw him pass by. Maybe that's your Moth Priest.
Do you know where he's staying now?
No, and I'm not going to waste men looking. We're fighting a war against your kind, and I intend to win it. You want to find him? Try talking to anyone who'd meet a traveler. Innkeepers and carriage drivers in the big cities, maybe. But you're on your own.
Any idea how you're going to find a Moth Priest? Skyrim's a pretty big place. Well, back before you know. The College of Winterhold was the first place I'd think to go to for any kind of magic or historical thing. The wizards know about all kinds of things that people probably shouldn't know about. Actually, now that I think of it, I'm going to come along with you. I've been really wanting to get out and explore a bit. I've always wondered what the Dwemer actually looked like. If one believes Nordsen, they were much like elves, but with beards. But what about young dwarves? Were they indistinguishable from, say, the Altmer then? Maybe there were other differences. Lighter skin tone, or tails? No. Why would they have tails? I don't know. Don't mind my rambling. It's just there's so many artifacts from their civilization, and yet we know so little. What did they look like? Where did they go? I thought my father's place was dirty, but look here. Ugh. It seems neither side seems to care about